up, y'all? It's the Normies coming at you a little bit of You, Season 1, Episode 1, the pilot, but also a little bit of social distancing out here. Look at how far apart these chairs are. I'm sitting in the tiny chair. I know a little bit about You, but I'm not going to mention it. I will tell you this, just off tops, not very excited. You's gonna have to win me over.
He knows a little bit about you.
Hey. Also here it's rated TVMA, so you are inappropriate, I guess?
Is there gonna be some like...
Probably. We'll probably see a nipple or two. Let's free the nipple, everyone's nipple. Here you go. You can't blur that on the TV.
Okay.
My left booby is bigger than my right booby.
Uh-oh. I don't think mine...
Equality.
I'm sorry.
Well, explain, sir. How did we get here?
So we had a live action poll and an anime poll, and the top 6 of each of those polls got on the wheel. So it's fair, you know, so one thing doesn't blow out the other. I think You was like the second or third most voted.
Yep.
And we spun it. We really wanted, honestly, all those were pretty good. We weren't super excited about this, if I'm being honest, but we're going to give it a fair shake because obviously it must be good if so many of you recommended it and like it. And I'll try not to creak this chair.
We're going to notice every time we say You now, and I'm going to... editor, You counter? Don't do a You counter. You're probably already at like 10 if we are doing a You counter.
I hope you're watching this on YouTube. Like this video if you can't support us otherwise. If you can, consider supporting us on Patreon, and you can get early access episodes to this show as well as many others, uncut watch-alongs where you have to supply your own footage because otherwise that'll be illegal.
Whoop.
And yeah, all the other things. This is not a market substitute. You know, borrow a Netflix account. Watch this.
I hear this show is about a guy who keeps missing his turn on the highway, so he has to keep doing his favorite turn.
God damn.
It's just called
You.
You
missed your turn.
Soldier boy. All right. Well, I was going to say pull out the world clock, but we don't need.
No more world clock.
No
Oh my
more
god,
syncing.
it feels so interesting being in the same room. I don't have to mute and unmute to say ha 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 ha.
Same. I was like listening to Pat and Mickey talk yesterday, and I'm like, I'm looking at you while you're talking, and I have to be like, go. You
or
go,
Runna's
go.
fucking Pat. What you missed out on is that Runna's mic gets possessed briefly, and she'll just start like, if you guys, and we're just
that
like,
was good.
and it goes on like 5 whole minutes. We're like, stop it, Runna. All right, fuck it, let's go. Let's do it the regular way.
Well, hello there.
Is that you?
Who are you?
Based on your vibe.
Your blouse is loose. You're not here to be ogle, but those bracelets, they jangle.
Rich
Back
guy.
a little bit.
You sound apologetic, like you're embarrassed to be a good girl, and you murmur your first word.
I'm already annoyed.
It's like Dexter and Mr. Robot.
Can I help you find something?
Paula Fox?
That bokeh's weird as fuck, dude. I kind of like it though.
Yeah, like the focus we're doing
Yeah,
with the
it
camera.
looks like, I don't know what it looks like.
It's gonna be in here.
People buying books because of what's popular, not because they want to be moved or changed in some way.
It's an epidemic.
Yeah, you see this guy? You ever do the process of hunting?
At the end of the day, people really are disappointing, aren't they?
Sometimes they surprise you. Oh, are you not wearing a bra?
Easy.
And you want me to notice?
This was a movie?
You mind? I'm in a hurry.
He's just pissed he's got to buy Salinger to feel respectable when all he really wants to do is eat Cheetos and jerk it to eye porn before washing it all down with a Dan Brown chaser.
Hey man, what's with the hate on Dan Brown? His books aren't that bad.
Are they fuck books?
No, he did like the Da Vinci Code and like some of those other ones.
You have enough cash to cover this, but you want me to know your name.
How do you even know that? You know she has cash on her.
Because she look rich.
But like, just
It's her blouse.
because you're rich doesn't mean you have cash on you.
People find the one. I believe that. I try. Stay open. I was in love once. She broke my heart, Beck. Should have seen the signs. But we never do when we're in love. Exhibit A, Claudia and Ron.
I love buildings that have greenery growing on them like that.
Little Ivy.
You think she knew Ron was a shitbag when she fell in love? Hey, Bucko.
What's up, Joe?
And now, hers is not the only life she ruined.
You are burning through that book, aren't you?
It's good.
Well, let me know when you finish.
Yeah.
Three Musketeers.
D'Artagnan, motherfucker.
Are you hungry?
Those
I
unrealistic
just got this
child
all
is
set,
reading.
but I remembered I had time from last night.
You sure, Joe?
All for one and one for all.
Does coronavirus make anybody cringe when people get close to each other on TV now?
Yeah, doesn't want to watch anything. I'm like, don't you know?
Right?
He does a lot like Dexter. He's got a soft spot for kids.
The point, Beck, love is tricky.
Is he writing or something? Has something happened?
Maybe.
It does sound like he's speaking from a future point and narrating, like, because he said he fell in love with her. She broke his heart, right?
No, he's talking about his first.
Yeah, he was telling Beck that he.
Oh, he's
had
talking
fun.
to Beck. Okay.
Yeah.
Every account set to public. You want to be seen. Too busy living out moments you won't remember 5 years from now. I know this because you posted out this life all the goddamn time. You posted this hours after our encounter. You didn't mention that cute guy in the bookstore. And then I realized your online life isn't real. It's a collage.
You
Damn.
created this.
If anything, the fact that you didn't share me with your followers only confirms we really connected.
The next thing our little friend internet gave
Huh.
me was
But you want people to watch, don't you? You know, I plan on asking you about this quality when we get to know each other better.
To everyone out there chasing their dreams, don't give up. And in the meantime, mac and cheese.
Oh my God.
Not deep, but cute. Is there more to you? Let's find out.
This guy, she's gonna wake up and this motherfucker's gonna be sucking her toes, bro. Just. I read that you like this.
This is a nibbling on your toes.
Professor Obvious wants to fuck you.
Wants to fuck yo.
You're smart. You let him think one day he might. And what's the harm in that, right?
after class.
For the first time all day,
Jesus.
that your life doesn't cooperate. Your wealthy girlfriends have just now woken up and have nothing better to do than plan their next pointless
A
yet
total Harvey.
Instagrammable night. Can we get real for a second? You have questionable taste in friends, Beck.
I don't even know if he's actually talking to her. He might just be like, I don't know,
I don't think he's talking to her.
scoping her out, I guess, and like to himself.
You want so badly to be one of them. Well, they've got nothing to do after this, so yeah, they'll party till 5 and scrape it together tomorrow. You have to work for a living.
McQueen, how much was it?
It was on clearance.
They haven't put a McQueen scarf on clearance since he hung himself in 2010.
Not all your friends are dumb.
You always do this. You make like a big
How can you
gesture
hear
that
this?
You can't afford because sorry, you're too nice.
He's got a bug.
He's like yards away. Does he have like one of those sonic ear things that old people get?
Hearing aid?
No, it's like literally like a.
Oh yeah, like Pierce got.
Yeah.
Your social media is a liar, but underneath it all, you seem like the genuine article.
So he just
Shut
took
the
the last
distractions off, girl.
couple days off at work just to follow her around.
I guess. Library closed on weekends or what?
Oh, maybe he's got like he didn't need the job.
Ah, okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
What?
Like he's got like old money or some shit. And he's just like,
Change,
yeah, I
man.
work at the bookstore so I can fucking pick up chicks.
This is Tenderfoot.
Hey, let me up.
Never mind.
Yeah, I thought it was.
What the fuck is this?
Ex fuckboy boyfriend about to come over for a little late night nookie.
He's wearing a Scottish kilt.
Who the fuck is it?
No, he's got his shirt.
Yeah.
Flannel tied around his
Best
waist.
friend walked in on you getting your dick sucked by some random woman in a bathroom at a party.
Wasted.
It was an accident.
That's your apology.
She
I
tripped.
didn't even finish.
She tripped, fell, landed on his dick.
Ugh.
Oh my god. This is your dude?
Don't do it, Becca. Aw.
Fucking hipster Bono. About to get at it. Also, did she just live her life? with
Benjamin J. Ashby, the third. Oh, there's 3 of them.
School bread.
Hair, privilege, he tries to hide with retweets of Black
But
Lives
it's just like
Matter.
Damn.
having sex.
Not
in
to
the
sound
open
judgy,
job.
but this guy
It's,
is
very
everything wrong
topical.
with America.
It's everything
They
wrong
are
with
just
America. Like fucking nice.
The neighbors don't even need telescopes. Like,
Yeah, seriously.
they're just putting on a show at this point.
Seriously, window wide open.
Desperate
Just like, let's do it.
characters.
Yeah, I just got it.
John's consultant we brought in, she's been all over me about this kind of thing. Stage the crap out of the office. The book title has the word desperate in it. You don't want to think of yourself as a desperate character, Beck.
What?
You should come by the office, test out some new flavors. We're doing cumin. I know how much you like Indian food.
Cumin.
Soda?
Cumin.
That sounds
Looks
awful.
good on you, by the way.
Also, you just left the flavor with her. What are you talking about?
Extra weight.
You just
What
gonna
a dick.
fucking run?
He just said
Fucking
she's-
run, insults her book,
Call her
and call her
fat.
fat. This guy's a trifecta, bro. I'm willing to go to court for that.
Why did you do this back?
This guy was a boring lay.
With the window wide open.
Uh-oh.
Oh, master, what is she doing?
Yep.
Oh my God, Joe. You think she's thinking about Joe, or Joe's thinking that she's thinking about him?
I think Joe's
Holy shit,
jacking
Joe!
into the fucking window in the bushes.
Oh All right, New York, what's good?
Well, you
Let me get the
are
door for you,
a
lady.
crazy son of a gun.
I don't suppose you can help me
Dick
get a cab,
Corona.
can you?
Of course.
But funny, she came out there. Smells like someone's jerking off.
Ugh, bro.
What the hell, Joe?
You have the literal,
You
like...
nasty.
All right, fact. Bex is an exhibitionist. No one can convince me otherwise. Either that or she's an idiot, but she's definitely not that. So
Some people get off at public stuff.
I know they're exhibitionists.
Something's in the air tonight, Beck, because everyone but me is getting action.
Yeah, he's like talking to her in his own head, I think. It's not really like a future thing, I don't think.
How'd you get to work here anyway?
Mr. Mooney gave me a job when I was just a little older than you. He sort of took me in.
Seems nice.
He was a dick, but he loved books, and he taught me to love them too. Come on, I'll show you where we keep the good stuff.
Who goes for Parents of the Year? This kid's parents. I don't care if this dude's the nicest guy ever. Like, if my kid's in someone's fucking book basement while I'm getting my fuck on, I'm the worst.
It's where we keep early editions and collectibles.
It's cold.
65 degrees. Why don't you set that milkshake down?
Bro, don't even let him in there with his sticky hands, dog.
Always 65 degrees, humidity 40%. Too moist, the pages can mildew.
Too dry, they get brittle.
A lot of stuff to remember just to take care of some old books.
The most valuable things in life are usually the most helpless.
Oh, God.
So they need people like us to protect them. You know?
Don't let him take that.
Don Quicksuit.
Quixote.
Not a guy who believes in chivalry, so he decides to be an old school knight.
What's chivalry?
It's treating people with respect, especially women, like men should. It's good, it's one of my favorites.
I probably shouldn't take this home.
It's not a first edition, it's just an old one. Besides, I trust you.
You are setting this boy up
Yeah.
to absolutely demolish this book.
To be your stalking apprentice. I need you to follow this girl. Whatever she does to her pillow, don't worry about it. Just write it down in great detail.
Let's walk off as strangers?
Joe's not a stranger.
Yes, he is. Inside now.
Oh my god.
He's gonna have to beat him up.
I'm sorry, but he was out here and he could hear everything in there.
Did you tell me how to parent?
Yes.
You're a freak. Stay away from Paco, because if you don't, I'm gonna grab a steak knife and cut those freak eyes out.
Oh, really?
He looks like a drunk Christopher Nolan. I like
Even
fun
though
facts.
the law requires gas leaks to be
He's
investigated,
in Beck's house.
I've been learning a lot since I met you. I was careful to call the gas company on a day when you had a full schedule. I wouldn't want to scare you. Is Beck here?
Nope, Super let me in. Someone reported a leak.
Right, yeah, she mentioned that. Is everything okay?
All clear. Tell your girlfriend there's no leak.
Whoa.
Wow. Just like that, huh?
He's gonna sniff on that pillow.
And sniff some other stuff, too.
Where is it, Beck? When we live together, your place won't be a pigsty.
Oh, my God.
There it is. No matter how hard you fight me, I will always make sure you password protect your devices.
She kind of looks like Dolores of Rachel Wood.
She kind of looks like Nora.
Nora.
Nora?
Adult version of Nora.
Work before you
To see
know.
you tonight.
Well, if I can, babe. Working late. P.S. I can still smell you on my fingers.
You ain't wash your hands.
Wash your hands, you filthy asshole.
11:06 a.m., an hour after our encounter at the bookstore.
Wow, just met a human male who actually reads. What if it's finally time for me to date someone good for me?
Why do you consistently date people that are bad for you and know it?
Is he hot?
Yes. I remember what you said when you said
Hide in the
that
closet,
last.
under the bed.
I'm
Which?
worried. I've seen enough romantic comedies to know guys like me are always getting in jams like this.
The school, the world. That's not how the world works.
Oh my
I know
God.
that you help.
Ooh, she had a good ear. She'd hear the water hitting different.
Uh-huh.
Cause it would freak me out.
Yep.
She'll go cry somewhere else.
It's okay, Beck.
There's no way it's
I'd give the show 10 points if he was like, "Excuse me, I'm just gonna get out of here." This is
Aw, Beckalicious, whatever it is, there's nothing that we can't fix, okay? Yes, us and copious. Oh my gosh.
What do y'all do? What do you guys do?
I'm jealous of their life. I also hate them.
Ah, lucky bastard.
She never even saw his shadow.
Oh my god.
What is she thinking? Open mics are for models / singer-songwriters / vegans. And these people don't want to hear some wannabe read a poem about the greatness of life or whatever.
You are boring and shallow and vapid, you asshat.
I thought she was the nice friend.
One day, you won't need love anymore. One day you won't walk through the world, rise to answer the door, but he's not there because that sound is coming from inside you, and you cannot answer it no matter how far in you go.
The words are dope. If you worked on your delivery, I think it'd be
Yeah,
sweet.
I think that. Yeah.
Why are you so sad? Just so sad. Something happier for a change?
Fuck off.
Douchebag.
Oh, you think because you live in New York you can't get punched? The fuck, like, what's wrong with you, what?
It's obvious what you are. You're blind with love. We're a lot alike, Beck. Last of the true romantics. I was considering this with my new friend, Mr. Batshit Homeless Guy, when the second luckiest thing this week happened.
Oh, wow. He came to you.
You can talk to her now, although she seems bewilderingly drunk to be wandering the city.
Beck, you're too drunk to be alone.
Bro!
Some sicko had followed you down here.
You're
You want Benji. You need Benji. You hold that phone like it is Benji because it's your only means to stay connected. Forget Benji. And to hell with that phone.
Half that shit down there can electrocute you, all right? So just give me your hand.
Like, quickly.
Hurry!
Come up.
Yeah,
Bro.
get your dumb ass up.
She's trying to kill herself.
I guess so, because I've been in shit face before, but I guarantee you I'd be out of that hole.
Man, I'd hopped out of the hell so fast.
Like, your adrenaline would have kicked in, and your drunkenness would have been out the window for a whole 30 seconds.
Of all the positions.
Oh!
Good.
That's awesome.
Where are you headed?
Village, you anywhere close? Ride with me. It's the least I can do.
Oh, you're gonna puke on me again. Look at his.
She seems wildly sober for a person who just vomited. She should still be like,
I mean, once you get it out of your system, you usually feel better.
Every time I've seen a girl throw up from being drunk, she's persistently gotten drunk or something.
I'm gonna wash this puke out with vodka.
Yes.
This guy I know, he owns the bookstore. He once told me that all books add up to one essential truth, which is if your IQ is above a certain number, life is pretty much unbearable, and the number is not even that high.
No.
I do think I'd be happier if I was stupider.
But then the world wouldn't know your poetry.
Whoa, she didn't tell you about that, you idiot.
Thank you for sobering me up and for saving my life.
No, I didn't save your life.
Yeah, you did.
Don't you kiss me, you pukey motherfucker.
Oh, God.
This is Joe. He literally saved my life tonight.
Babe, I told you people are basically good.
Alright, I need a likable male character. Actually, I need a
Joe. Joe is like, he's not. I don't know. I don't like hate him, but he's got problems. He has like severe mental problems. He's at least a nice guy.
Oh, he's also a thief
He
too.
dropped it in the subway.
Oh.
He definitely lifted this shit, bro.
Oh. Well, never mind.
You are special, you're talented, you're smart, except in the ways you're really not, like not locking your phone.
Never mind. I forgot the public masturbation. Joe's not that great. Never mind.
Joe.
Fuck, hey.
I swear, if he's got a bruise.
It's Ron. He came home drunk, saying I thought I was smart reading my books and looking at him like he's dumb.
Oh, he tore up Don Quixote.
Yep.
Imagine somebody you think is smart with your books.
Yeah.
You damn
What is
reader.
fucking Matilda? What is this?
Really, it's okay.
I was playing on camera.
Come with me, let's fix this together.
Alright.
Aw, poor Paco.
Alright, Paco's the only person on the show I think I like.
Yeah.
So what we have here is a line press, basically just a huge clamp. Right out of Bugs Bunny, a trusted mallet.
Oh, God.
That's what he killed the dad with.
Yep.
It's like we all know he's going to kill somebody. We're just waiting for him to do it.
Dear Benji, heard about your soda. Am interested in including you on my fall list
No
of
one gives a
must-tries.
fuck.
Love
You
to
and your
discuss
French
past
tuck. Look at the way he has his
Just
shirt
Benji.
over his belt. Get out of here.
Well, I think it's Benji. Benji dead.
What time you think we'll meet?
No offense, it's best if the product has one clear face at the beginning.
Oh, so this nigga racist too.
What says he's a racist?
He's leaving his
brown friend is like, we
presumably
need a clear
partner.
face in the beginning.
Yeah.
It's possible that I'm putting that on him, but I'd be, if I heard him say it, I'd be wary. Like,
He's at least definitely very selfish.
Like you got like maybe 2 more sentences to see.
He's a narcissist.
Hey,
He doesn't think about I don't think that he really thought that far in his statement. You know what I mean?
But he uses Black Lives Matter hashtag.
Ooh, he does. So he should be as progressive as he appears to be. Oh, hey, look, it's Jeff.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you too. Have you been here before?
Have you been here before down this alley? There's a spot right here. Get your mustard soda out.
Come on down to the murder hole, buddy. You first. Wouldn't it have been smart if you brought your business partner here with you?
Oh.
Hey, man, I'm thinking maybe.
We saw that coming.
Benji boy.
He will not be answering your text back because he's dead.
He's gonna answer for Benji probably.
I'm like, hey man, just moved to I think we can talk about it.
You told your girlfriends you'd come by. I know this because I have your phone.
I got you a present.
No, please. You don't have to give me anything.
Shut up and just look at it.
Engine number 9.
Engine number 9 on the New York Transit line. If your girl falls on the track, pick her up. We already have in-jokes. We could get a drink sometime?
Oh, but I still can't find my phone.
I know. Email.
I weirdly like their chemistry.
Oh, God.
I don't know.
He could have just waited for this moment without being a creep and a murderer.
But
that would have been cool.
It might not have happened, though.
It probably would not have.
Was it?
And if it wouldn't have happened, she wouldn't have been worth it, bruh.
It probably would not have.
True.
I'm human. I make mistakes.
Murder.
I have to check on shit downstairs. Can you watch the register?
Yeah.
Have to clean up a whole body.
I hope he binds that dude into a book.
But I'm right about you. And I'm going to help you
he's
get the
still alive.
life you deserve, Beck.
That's worse somehow.
Where are you gonna take Paco now, bro?
Where'd all the books go? What about the 40% moisture?
You got the wrong guy.
No, I don't.
Did he want to kill him slower? I'm confused.
Yeah, I don't know what the plan is here. You're gonna have to kill that guy.
Nick Garaffi.
Trying to scare him off and make him not say anything?
Rest in peace, Nick Garaffi.
Oh, I missed the poo pillows.
Oh, my ass hurts in this chair so bad. Oh,
We
yeah.
can switch.
What do you think about the pilot?
It's cool. It's there's enough silliness in it that I can kind of write it out. A lot of stuff I kind of point out and talk about. I do wish Pat was here so he could take. Nah, man. See, he's just doing the best thing ever.
I think Pat's gonna join after the 4th episode because he's seen the first 4 episodes.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a hard time liking Joe mainly because of the stalking and the murder. But I could see why other people like him.
He didn't murder that guy though.
Wait, who likes
My bad.
him?
Stalking and the assault.
And the public masturbation.
And the public. 50-50 on that. Everyone's jerked off in a
I
bush
don't
at least
think that
once.
people like him, and I don't think we're supposed to like him.
Oh, no. It's one of the controversies I heard about the show is that people kind of really
Yeah,
like him.
I don't think you're supposed to like him, but weirdly, I was happy when I saw that exchange with him and the girl with him and Beck at the end, because I don't know,
It's just hard to tell his motive.
Yeah.
And how he's doing.
Well,
I don't know how he
if
actually
I-
functioned in a relationship.
if I had
he seems
seen-
like he'd be good for her.
I feel like if this was, there's a lot of potential to make this better if they took the beginning scene where they just met without the fucking inner dialogue that was just creepy, and then moved to he saved her on the highway in the fucking subway, and then
then
she
see
came
that
in to apologize and they're going out for the date, and then you reveal all the other things that
The
stay in the
stalking thing.
background.
I see that,
It
yeah,
would have
yeah.
been different, but right now I already know that he is a fucking creep and that he followed her into her own fucking bedroom.
Honestly, it might have
And-
played better if all that didn't, he never had the inner dialogue. We were
Yeah,
just
exactly.
watching him, the whole
It's
time
just
all the way through.
puts him straight into a creep.
But still,
And
so
I wish that maybe that was smart.
if they
masked
would
for us
have,
at
if they would have
first.
played it that way, then we would just now at the end of this first episode be like, big reveal, big twist. Oh my God, he was the creep the whole time, and then maybe
Yeah,
that
but at
sets.
least
Hold
we
on,
would feel
let me finish.
fooled.
Maybe that sets people up to be like, oh, this show's gonna have twists, and it's gonna try to play with your expectations. I like the fact that they're just straight up. Our main character, the dude you're gonna follow around with, is the type of guy that if he talked to your sister, you would probably call the cops or try to murder him. From the inset, it's not even at least with Dexter. Dexter's I only kill other serial killers. This guy's just I'm gonna stalk you and make your life better for you without telling you.
Yeah.
I find that to be morally fucked up. So
It's weird.
It is very morally fucked. I I just like their chemistry. That's all.
They do have
the
good
actress
chemistry.
did a good job, like being all giddy, and obviously, if she knew about all the things he was doing, then this wouldn't be happening. But I don't know. It's fucked up. The public masturbation. He does have a soft spot for kids, though. You know, so I feel like the next altercation he's gonna get into is with
Ron.
Yeah, we'll have to find out what his childhood was like. He said that the guy found him when he was pretty young and just hired him, so he may have had a similar childhood to Paco.
And we haven't seen the older dude around, actually. He was like, no, he's not dead, he's just old. But I think there's probably a bit of mystery there because he's able to essentially assault this guy and hold him in the basement of the bookstore without worrying about the old man coming down at all, which, should be a thing you're worried about.
Oh, your thought of him not needing the job, he may have inherited the book place and has plenty of money, and that's what it is.
Yeah, I feel like something messed up happened during his childhood because obviously, usually traumatic childhood events can shape, severe mental issues in the future. So, maybe when we find that out, we'll have a little bit more of an understanding of why he is this way. I'm not saying we'll be sympathetic to him, but it'll highlight an issue of why some people are this way.
I do also really dig them explaining her apartment. There's a trope in most sitcoms and TV shows where people in New York live in these lavish apartments and kind of have shit-ass jobs. And she's like, my job is subsidizing my apartment. It's like, that makes more sense. Otherwise, I thought she was just balling. Because I did think it was weird when she had that nice looking fucking little studio and he was like, you can't afford to go hang out with your friends. And I was like, well, I mean, like, maybe she kind of can. Also, her friends are just like, what are they, heiresses? Like, what the fuck do they do?
Yeah, truly. Yeah. And then it was, because at first he said, you have the money to pay for the book. So he was judging. How did he judge that she had that money? Or did we miss it and did she show the inside of her purse and he may have just saw $25?
Yeah, he was like talking about her bangles and like, oh, you were lavish. And maybe
you want to be heard. You're not wearing a bra.
You wanted me to see that.
You wanted me to see that.
The guy's making many assumptions.
Yeah, there were a lot of assumptions. Like, how do you know if she has cash on her?
Like
just
50%
with a card. Like, I pay with a card all the time.
50% of the women in Fountain Square don't wear bras, and it's not because they want you to notice. They just don't give a shit. Fountain Square.
Me and Doug, the angle of how easy it is to, I don't like it, but it points out how easy it is to look someone up.
Yeah.
It's
like everything is public. Doug, you're probably the best one out of all of us.
I try really, really hard.
Yeah. But I barely mildly try. The other thing, all right, so I don't believe that in this day and age, people don't have a lock on their phones.
I don't have a lock currently.
Well, there it is.
But here's the thing is, I won't let you get my phone either, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If the police would pull me over, I'd shut my phone off as fast as shit.
Yeah.
All right, well, fair enough. Everybody I know, like everybody aside from Pat, everybody I know in my circle just has a lock on their phone. It's just like having a lock on your computer too. Yeah. Even if it's something simple, like you still want to.
I don't even think they let you do. You have to have a passcode.
Yeah. All right. All the new phones are like, give me your facial recognition. Give me your blood type. Put your penis right on top of the camera so I know who you are and only you.
So one thing I was just thinking about, because you guys kept commenting on the focusing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's something I would never notice until you mentioned it. So when the professor was kind of basically like
flirting with her.
Doing his dick move thing too, though.
They did that.
They did it, and it seemed like it was an internal conflict that she was going through. So maybe they zoom in on that when there's certain kinds of internal conflicts. She was like, oh, fuck.
What I was getting from it was like they were dipping into that when the situation became like flirting. So like when it was him and her in the bookstore together, both of their shots, like they're like, we're flirting, and then when it cut to the professor, he was flirting with her, right? Like I think it's to kind of show like intent of the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like you could be. Cause I don't pick up on flirting.
His flirting seemed to be a little bit more. His flirting seemed to be a little more along the lines of like, if you can't do these 20 pages, we can talk about it a little bit more over dinner. And she also happened to mention his wife, so that's where I thought that it was her kind of being like, remember when he's like, he'll never actually have sex with you, but you're smart, so you let him think that he will. So I thought she was like, all right, here's where I have to do this bullshit just so I can keep my housing and so on, which is fucked up.
Which is fucked. It is so far interesting. I want to see what more they're going to do in the future and how many more masturbating scenes can we tuck into this series.
Yeah, maybe that was just the first episode type of thing, hopefully.
To hook people? No, man. You got to get if you started off that way, how many...
Somebody needs to come up with a spin-off series where they take scenes like that and then they show the lady afterwards in the cab touching her shit and she's like, ugh, what the fuck is that?
There's
oh yeah, that was gross. He just helps over their luggage right after them.
This is wholly off topic, but there was this documentary called "This Film Is Not Yet Rated." It's about the MPAA rating system, which is rigged and it's fucked. And in that system, it was proven that if you had a movie where a woman's masturbating, you're pretty much guaranteed to get pushed towards having it a hard R. Where even if you have a dude masturbating in a movie, easily can be a PG-13. And it's because like the MPAA were kind of like these like fucking stuffed shirt, like super conservative people. And they were just like, oh, there's like a lady masturbating? That's not okay. So there's like a movie that John Waters did where the camera, I think it was John Waters, it probably isn't, but whatever. The camera's just on this lady and she's masturbating and it's just her face. She's just like having an orgasm and it's just her face, right? And it's like an important movie in the film. And they're like, nope, that's gonna probably be rated like NC-17. Like, I don't know if we can show all that. But like American Pie, homie's like balls deep American in his pie dog. Just, I mean, they don't show it, you know what I mean? But it's like, and it's like, oh no, well, that's okay. That's like an R, PG-13 at the most. So like, it's just really interesting, and this is an option like where we've moved a little bit forward and had it's only a TVMA, and you know she's masturbating, and it was it was kind of camera's kind of far back, but you get what I'm saying. Just maybe that's a little bit of progression. If anybody else can think of any fun scenes where people masturbate, easy A.
Well, there was a nipple in his blouse too.
Where the girl he's spying on. She's masturbating too.
Well, one more thing from I think maybe the same documentary is like the amount of time that they can show actual thrusting.
Yeah.
If you get to certain seconds, then it's guaranteed to be NC-17. Or if both people are naked, or if one is clothed, it makes a difference.
Yeah.
What about brains out or like guts?
Oh no, that's rated R.
I think that's
rated
okay,
R, easy,
yeah.
Easy. Have you seen Saw? Do you know what they show you in Saw? Saw should be rated never. But
honestly, the first Saw is not that bad.
Like, I'm talking about the one where the dude gets crucified. That one is like, I saw that once and was like, who thought of this and why are you arrested?
If I had kids, I'd much rather them look at every fucking nipple of every woman in the world than Saw.
It's funny because like sex is rated as way more held back than like violence. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You shoot someone in the head. I mean, yeah, you don't show brains, but everything else, and then you can't really show like. You can show a dude's butt, you can't really show like a girl's butt or anything like that.
Well, here's the fact: most people on the planet are probably gonna have sex, and most people on the planet probably won't shoot anybody in the head. So maybe, yeah. We've gotten off topic slightly. Moral of the story is don't stalk anybody.
Yes, and PG-13 movies can only say fuck once.
And it can't be to actual fucking. It has to be like, fuck this.
Yeah, like
is that DJ
I'm Ron Burgundy. Fuck you, San Diego.
All right, guys. Let us know what you think about you.
Bye.
Thanks for watching You with the Normies. Check us out on Patreon for early access and uncut content. Special shout out to Aaron, Austin, Desiree, Eleanor, Explorin' Dylan, I Eat Pink Tacos, Joe, Liam, Michael Henry, Michael Maglalong, Nick, Nuptup, Puvy, Quentin, Ruby Tiger, Bystander, Tristan, J Sobel, Kelly, Keyboard Junkie, the NYR Fan, and ZJP, and we'll see you all next time.